Amrita Nadi is the channel of bliss. It is the seat of consciousness within our energetic body. It is located on the heart, on the right. And this channel is where the sense of I arises to return to consciousness, to the source where it arises within us. There is a process of softening our attention and focus. And in this process, we come to realize that our attention and focus in normal circumstances is outwardly focused, and in the spiritual practice, it becomes more and more inwardly focused. Neither outward nor inward is the consciousness. The consciousness is right here, right now, unlimited, unbounded, as a total one being, you may say, reality, existence. It is an experience of no limitation, of no contraction or no separation. It is very natural to be in full consciousness. It feels very naturally you, as yourself, simply unbounded. Simply without contraction. So to remove this primal cause of bondage, the primal cause of contraction, we have to make a journey back into the seat of consciousness within our energetic body. The primary tool is our attention and focus. It can be connected with self-inquiry. It is nearly the same process. Because in self-inquiry we examine who is here, who is this separate self. In self-inquiry we ask the question, who am I? And we try to trace the source of this I-ness, of this sense of separation, sense of feeling of the I. Relaxing our attention and focus is a automated process, we may say. Who am I may also be used alongside, but even relaxation in itself of our attention and focus can simply drop us into that boundless self. So we come to realize that it is Amrita Nadi where the I sense arises, and thus if we draw ourselves within and relax into it, the healing process will start, and the self will start to shine, increase its capacity to shine through the veils of the mind. So now we will follow through the meditation step by step to explore in our practice our attention. And the more you explore your attention, the more you gain control over your attention, the more you gain strength and ability to surrender it or direct it into the source from where it arises. Since your attention is constantly here and now, it means that the practice can be done anytime, anywhere, here and now. The very first thing you will realize that attention is always focused on something. It always needs an object. So thus, as we relax our attention and focus from objects or spaces or energies, we will gradually soften it. We will realize how many tensions are created because of that focus on objectivity. That's where everything gets crammed, blocked, contracted, tensed up. 99% of all the pains in the physical body are related to tension. They're all energetic pains. Another technique is to, if you're too much involved in objects or energies or spaces, is to recognize that yes, there is involvement, but you can perhaps zoom out, or you can withdraw, retreat. You can also try to notice the space around your attention. What happens when you notice the space around your attention? It collapses. A boundary collapses. But there is always a next thing that your attention immediately focuses on. You collapse a boundary for 2-3 seconds, and then something else appears, grabs your attention. So step by step, it is a softening process. It is a process of disattachment from objectivity. It's not that the objects will disappear, everything is still here the way it is, but simply your involvement, energetic involvement, your focus, your contraction, that part dissolves. Your body also needs time to heal from all these decades of tensions. Many new energies will open, space, your inner space will expand, your awareness will expand. You will become aware of so much more that you haven't seen before, because it was so much contracted. So that is the healing or integration process. But every time you gain control of your attention, and by that I mean you surrender it, you drop it, you bring it back to the origin from where it came, from Amrita Nadi. Every time you do that, the self gains more strength. You can imagine a scale, that these are all attachments and contractions, and the self is there, and every time you drop attention, bring it to the source and dissolve, on that scale, the self gains more strength. And then it equalizes, and then the self becomes stronger and more evident, until consciousness starts to overshine the mind, and it becomes much more simpler, much more natural to just keep on dropping the contractions. It becomes nearly automatic. See it, drop it. See it, drop it. Surrender. Until everything gets absorbed into consciousness, self, and all contractions disappear, they drop. In quantum physics, they already figure out that the observer can collapse a quantum field, or simply the observer can collapse the energy field, to make it more simple. And every one of you is now experiencing that you can simply collapse the energy field in which your attention was contracted. Simple as that, and suddenly something else opens, or healing occurs. So this is the way to return to the self. It's a very, very direct way, a very sharp way. Sometimes you may feel that you get stuck somewhere, you don't know how to progress forward, and that's where a deeper inquiry is needed. That's where a teacher comes and advises you how to overcome a particular obstacle, how to go deeper, or simply amplify the self, the radiance of consciousness, so that it's more supported, easier recognized, quicker integrated.